Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel. You know, I was thinking earlier today, I was thinking that Hyundai actually has a ton of new product coming here in this 2023 calendar year. As a matter of fact, it's at least 50% of their lineup is either going to be heavily refreshed or all new to the market. So I thought I'd just go around the lot here, show you guys around each model, tell you what's coming for the 2023 or 2024 model year, as some of these vehicles were just refreshed, like the Palisade behind me. Other ones are going to be refreshed for 2024, or they're gonna be all new. So let's go ahead and take a walk around each model and just discuss what's happening for the 2024 model year. And before we begin, we actually have a unique lineup of Palisades. This might be the first time I've ever seen 4 in stock at once, and these are actually more desirable models. So we have 2 calligraphies here on the left, 2 limiteds over there on the right. They're all in different exterior colors. We have the emerald, we have the Sierra Burgundy, the white, as well as the darker gray over there. Once again, these are very hot models, all-wheel drive and available. I like these 2 on the end because it almost reminds me of Christmas colors, but nonetheless, pretty crazy to see. And of course, there's a bunch of Santa Fe's, the Ioniq 5s, and a bunch of other stuff as well. But anyways, this is probably as good of a place to start as any. This is the 2023 Hyundai Palisade, which I'm sure many people here on the channel are familiar with. This just got a product enhancement, as they like to call it, or a refresh for the 2023 model year. So for 2024, I don't expect any major changes for the Palisade. Maybe some new technology, maybe some new packaging between the trim levels and stuff like that. But overall, the changes are going to be fairly minor for 2024. Now, with that said, this vehicle is still extremely popular as it is. It's hard to find these in stock, as a matter of fact. And like I said, it is a little bit strange that all 4 of these are sitting here at once. But nonetheless, even without any changes for the next model year, this vehicle is going to stay extremely competitive, given the refresh that did happen just for the last year. Lots of technology, the latest and greatest, remote smart park assist, tons of new features on the inside, heated and ventilated second row seats, heated third seats, stuff like that is also going to be available. It's just a matter of fact as to what changes they kind of do in terms of packaging and stuff like that. Now, moving on to the Hyundai Santa Fe, this is actually one of the more interesting ones for 2024, as there have been recent spy shots out there on the internet of the next generation Santa Fe testing in the wild, and it is going to get a very big departure from its current design language. So I'll see about overlaying some of these spy images here on the screen so you guys know what I'm talking about, or I will link it down in the description below. But nonetheless, the design language is going to be a big departure from the current design, and it almost looks like the Santa Fe could potentially get a third row seating, maybe for certain markets. Now, Hyundai may choose that here in North America not to include third row seating, but I bet the size of the vehicle may be able to accommodate it if they need to offer it in select markets. But as we can see from the spy images, it's going to get a very boxy shape, dare I say Land Rover, Range Rover-esque. It's definitely a big departure from most of the Hyundai models, maybe outside of the Palisade, but that is still pretty curvy of a vehicle. But the Santa Fe, or next generation Santa Fe, does look to be very premium looking on the exterior, and of course the interior is going to be all new with the latest and greatest that Hyundai has to offer. But nonetheless, the 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe should be out late this calendar, if not fully revealed, coming out very early in the 2025 calendar as a 2024 model. So that will be all new coming shortly. So moving on to the Santa Cruz. Now, this vehicle was all new for 2022, so I don't expect anything for the 2024 model year in terms of major enhancements or refreshes or anything like that, but I believe that is coming for this vehicle, and it will be interesting to see in the long term, maybe 2025, 2026, what exactly happens to the Santa Cruz, because I think the sales volume is good overall, but of course its competitor does sell substantially more units annually. That may be due to somewhat of a production constraint on Hyundai's side, or it might just be the design and some of the other attributes as far as the Santa Cruz go that kind of prohibits people from picking this one over the Ford Maverick. I don't expect any major changes for 2024 here on the Santa Cruz, probably just some minor packaging, trim level changes similar to that of the Hyundai Palisade, but who knows, we might see the hybrid powertrain out of the Tucson or the Santa Fe coming to the Santa Cruz at some point. I think that would be a major advantage to this vehicle if they would offer either a hybrid or a plug-in hybrid version of the Santa Cruz, given that the Ford Maverick does offer a hybrid as it is. But nonetheless, I don't expect anything major for the 2024 Santa Cruz. So next up, that brings us to the Hyundai Tucson. Now, similar to that of the Santa Cruz, this was all new for the 2022 model year as well. So for that reason, I don't see anything major happening for the 2024 Hyundai Tucson outside of the normal trim level packaging changes, maybe some small feature enhancements, stuff like that. I do expect some sort of refresh to happen though for the 2025 model year, and that might be the same year that happens with the Santa Cruz as well. So for the Tucson, I don't foresee any major refreshes, product enhancements, or major redesigns, obviously because the generation of the vehicle is so new, but I would definitely be on the lookout for the 2025 model year. So I'd definitely be on the lookout for that here in the next year or so. So next up, we have the 2024 Hyundai Kona, and as we've already seen on the channel, I've actually obtained some exclusive spy images of the next generation Kona testing here in the United States, fully uncamouflaged, and this will be one of the Hyundai models that I'm most excited for. That's because it's going to be an all-new generation that is actually designed around an EV platform, although they will be including gasoline and hybrid powertrains available globally, but I believe here in the US it'll be either be gas or electric only. But nonetheless, the Kona is going to be all new, and this will be available during this calendar, I assume sometime over the summer into the fall, Q3, something like that. And again, I think it's one of the most exciting products for a lot of consumers out there because this sits in the subcompact SUV, and they are enlarging it, making it a little bit bigger than the current generation Kona, which should make it more attractive to many consumers shopping for a vehicle of this size. So wrapping it up with Hyundai's SUV, we have the Venue behind me, and this is actually the one that I am most uncertain about because I have not seen any spy images or anything of a refresh Venue running around globally or anything like that. So this is one of the question marks, I would say, as to what's happening for the 2024 model year or the long-term future of the Venue in general. Now, going by the historical releases of products and stuff like that, generally if you don't see any spy images of anything running around, then it's just going to be a carryover from the previous model year. I don't think the Venue is going away or being discontinued entirely. This generation did come out for the 2020 model year here in North America, so it is getting dated in terms of the overall design language, maybe some of the features and options that are available in this class of vehicle, but I really don't see the Venue being fully discontinued by Hyundai, at least in the next year. So I assume there's going to be a 2024 model year, but it will be interesting to see what happens to the Venue, whether it receives a refresh, product enhancement, or just kind of continues to soldier on in its current design language for the next year or two. So that leaves us with the Ioniq 5 and the Ioniq 6. Now, as far as the Ioniq 5 goes, I really don't see any major changes, any product enhancements, stuff like that for 2024, given this vehicle just came out kind of in the second half of the 2022 model year. Now, with that said, the 2023 Ioniq 6 is all new to the Hyundai lineup. Is actually available now at select dealerships across the country where they sell the Ioniq electric product. We have not received our first unit here, but that is due in middle to the end of next month. So it will be very interesting to see how that vehicle stacks up comparison side by side to the Ioniq 5, given that they do share the same architecture, the same platform, share the same battery, motors, technology, stuff like that. So both are based upon the same eGMP platform. But as far as the Ioniq product goes, I don't foresee anything here for the 2024 Ioniq 5 outside of minor packaging changes, stuff like that. But of course, the 2023 Ioniq 6 is going to be all new. So lastly, that leaves us with the Elantra as well as the Sonata, and these are two of the vehicles that we should see major product enhances or refreshes for the 2024 model year. Now, this generation Elantra has been around since the 2021 model year, and the Sonata has been around since the 2020 model year. Now, if you guys have followed the channel, then you'll know I just did a video on the upcoming 2024 Sonata and its refresh. Looks great, looks fantastic. Make sure to go check that video out if you're interested. And if you guys follow the Hyundai news in general and all of these spy images and stuff from overseas, then you'll know that Hyundai has officially revealed the design of the Avante, which is the Elantra over in Korea. So you can see pictures of the official vehicle and what the overall design will look like of the Elantra straight from Hyundai if you guys search the Avante overseas. But nonetheless, both of these two products should be available at dealerships in their refreshed versions towards the end of 2023. So make sure to look out for that. I am very excited for both of these two products as they still sell quite well for Hyundai, even though sedans, cars in general, are generally on the decline. But of course, the less cars available from the competition pushes consumers who do want this product into other brands, which is good for those who still offer it. So I think Hyundai still offering these two products for the compact as well as the midsize segment is a good thing for consumers who are shopping for sedans and cars in general, because a lot of people don't want larger SUVs or even compact trucks like this one. one and would still rather have a compact sedan or a car in general. So I give props to Hyundai for offering these two products. And of course, they are coming out with the fully electric Ioniq 6, which I just mentioned. So I think that's going to wrap up this video, going around every Hyundai model and just going over what I expect for the 2024 model year as far as the Hyundai vehicles go. We should start seeing 2024s in the Hyundai lineup specifically sometime this summer, I would expect. It might push fall depending on the model, but the ones that being all new, such as the Kona, I think even the Sonata might go into production earlier than some of the other ones that haven't fully been revealed yet, such as the Santa Fe and of course some of the other refresh products like the Elantra. But nonetheless, we should start seeing these vehicles sometime in the summer into the fall. And overall, I think it's just a benefit to consumers to see at least 50% of the Hyundai lineup is going to be heavily refreshed or all new for this calendar year. So if you're in the market for a vehicle from Hyundai, definitely be on the lookout later this year to see major improvements to the product lineup. I personally am very excited. I've always been a huge fan of the Hyundai products. Of course, I drive one myself. But I'm also excited about the GM products, specifically from Chevy, as they do have a lot of new stuff coming out as well. So very exciting time depending on the manufacturer that you're into. Hope you guys just enjoyed this video, me walk around a lot, taking a look at every model and telling you what I expect for the 2024 model year. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and follow along for the videos that I have on the upcoming new products. Let me know down in the comment section below your favorite upcoming all new or heavily refreshed Hyundai in the lineup. I hope to see you guys in the next one.